Woo! How you boys doing? It's been a while since we made a YouTube video. But that's because I had exams. It's fine. And yes, the last video is pretty noticeable, I think so. And you have a black eye. But it's alright. Hopefully it heals. Fucking drunk. It's alright. Life gets better. But let's just strictly talk about the last card of the year, UFC 323, which I will be live streaming. You know, I'm fudging. I'm like, I already talk to myself as much as I do. I'm already weird as it is. I already love the sport more than anyone that I actually know. So I'm like, why not? I'll make a live stream. If someone wants to watch it, go ahead, lad. I'm just gonna do it like normal time, bro. But UFC 322 was a good card. I think it was 2 weeks ago. Jack Della Maddalena versus Islam Makhachev. This was my prediction rate. I think I did very good. If I remember, I did very well. Just some fights were a bit iffy. But look, let's get right down to it. This is all the fights that are really going to get the most traction. I'm going to put them all here on everyone who thinks. I'm including early prelims, preliminary fights, and all them lot. Even like a Marvin Vettori fight. He's probably going to be there, the Gronk. Actually, no, I think he's going to lose. But let's just, bro, I'll be honest, we've got such good cards. I know there's going to be a lot of finishes just looking at it. You know, Terrence McKinney is going to be a nice little finish. Macy Barber might finish. Faris Ziam usually finishes. Grant Dawson always gets a decision. Jen and Turner could get a finish, you know? But let me just talk about fights that I just really want to quickly get into. Jan Blachowski's Bogdan Guskov. I have Jan winning. Because strictly looking at Jan's fight, he actually is on a win streak. He's not on a 3-fight losing streak, whatever. He beat Carlos Ulberg. That was a robbery. Alex Pereira is arguably a robbery. Alexander Rakic, he knocked out. Holy shit, I don't even remember that happening. When did that even happen? I swear I remember that happening for some reason. I don't know why. I was leg break. I do remember that. And then Magomed was a decision which you could give it to Jan. So that's like a 3-fight win streak. And unfortunately, he's a 2-fight losing streak, which it isn't true. And Bogdan, I'll be honest with you, he's doing great and all that. 33 years of age. Doesn't really matter when we're coming to light heavyweight division. I don't really care, it matters. Beating Nikita Krylov was a great fucking fight. Ryan Spann, Zach is a bit of a shit fighter. Zach Puga. He won the tough, if I remember. Yeah. I'm going to go with Jan Blachowski. He's made of metal. He's strong as shit. He'll probably win in close decision. Henry Cejudo versus Peyton Talbot. I'm going to go with Peyton Talbot. I've seen some picks for Henry Cejudo. I've been my mates, a lot of my mates are picking Henry Cejudo just because Peyton Talbot literally just lost 2 fights ago, I think so. Yes, I think he lost 2 fights ago. But the thing is, what they're not realizing is that the UFC, if they want to promote someone and they want someone to win, and they want someone to go to the top of upper echelon of the division, they'll get it. They'll get it done. They always have. Think of Sugar trying to manage his pity on. I feel like this will be another decision. Maybe it'll be a close one where Henry's been right at the decision, he's been getting it, and they'll just give it to Peyton Talbot because they've been considering damage so much more than that control time. We're going to go to Brandon Moreno versus Tatsuro Taira. I've been high on Tatsuro Taira. I think he's going to win. That guy is actually a purple belt, and he has like so many submissions in the UFC. He has a great back take. Brandon Moreno is dangerous. They did beat that Iraqi bloke. But he won by submission in his last fight. He actually won by KO. But he usually takes down his opponent. I know he's a purple belt if I remember, because their gym really specifies in their technique and all that. So if they're really doing that, we're talking about some dangerous boys out here. Now we're going to the co-main event. Alexander Pantoja versus Joshua Van. I really want to pick Joshua Van here. I am inking and itching for Joshua Van. But unfortunately, Alexander Pantoja is just too good right now. Look, I didn't pick Pantoja once, and that was for the Steve Erceg fight. And that was a robbery. I'll keep saying it every single Pantoja fight. I don't give a shit. That was a robbery. I had that pick right, man. I like to use. But yeah, 35 years of age. That is thingy age. I think that whole curse has stopped now. Just because so many fighters have been in it now. I swear to God, that curse has just stopped. I'm going to pick Alexander Pantoja for Joshua Van. And then we're going for the co-main event. We're going for the main event. MERAB Dvalishvili versus Piotr Yan. This fight was so good. 32 and 34 years of old. MERAB's coming out of 34. Which is because his birthday's in January, I think so. It's just impressive as shit. Like, let me just check. Yeah, 10th of January. Peter Yan, look, when you watch the first fight, Peter Yan was all like such great takedown defense, was doing so good at setting up his strikes and all that. However, as soon as Merab just butchered his legs, as soon as his legs got butchered and he can only fight in southpaw, the leg is now closer to him. And Merab was just getting those single legs, he can just drive him. He was driving him and all them, blah, 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 blah. But however, what I realized as well, Merab has learned so many more takedowns. He's learned so many more ways of getting you to the floor. It's actually amazing. Because there was a lot of times when he would like have Peter Yan facing the cage and he's got his back. In the Corey Sandhagen fight, he has 3 trips now. One of them he swipes out the legs, one of them he buckles down the knee, and one of them he just does a lateral drop. He didn't do any of them in the Peter Yan fight. So from wherever the last Peter Yan fight was, I think it was maybe 2022, 2023. He only fought once that year, which is crazy. So in that 2023 year, he has learned so much more techniques. His striking has gone so much better, and he already butchered his legs. In the Corey Sandhagen fight, he actually got his hands going. But the only thing is, fighting 3 times, I think he fought this year. No, he was fought 4 times this year. And he fought in September last year. So he has been active. And I was going to pick Peter Yan for this fight. I really was going to pick Peter Yan for this fight. However, I don't think I could pick Peter Yan just purely on the basis of that Merab's got it so much better. Well, Peter Yan kind of is stuck to the same point. He's always been better than the rest of the bantamweights. He's always been a better striker. He's always been a better grappler. But he's always had great takedown defense. His Muay Thai has always been great. But unfortunately, I think Corey Sandhagen beats Peter Yan if they were to fight now. I think Sugar Sean O'Malley probably loses to Peter Yan. I think Corey Sandhagen is maybe the number 2 greatest bantamweight that we have right now. However, just the stylistic matchup from Merab is just a horrible matchup. But yeah, am I forgetting anything? Fight of the night. I'll be honest with you, fight of the night is going to go to Marvin Vettori again, isn't he? He's going to get another war. He's probably going to get dropped. He might even drop the fucking Gronk again. I forgot what he's usually fighting. Ferreira. And Ferreira likes to grapple, so I don't know. Maybe that's a great fight. He likes to get into scraps too. The fight of the night, if Peter Yan wins, it'll be the Peter Yan fight of the night. But like, there's going to be, I think it might be Bogdan. There's a lot of good fights. Terrence McKinney is going to get a fight of the night. So, having fun at it. That's my predictions. Hopefully, I get them all right again. I've only got them right twice. But it'll come again. All right, adios.